Good day. Nice to see you guys again. So, the current criminal administration, all of them are selected. They're not elected. Just keep that in mind, folks. None of them are elected. They are all selected. Okay, including the last guy. Nobody cheated. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So, today's T-Talk is the ATF just officially published Biden's pistol ban in the Federal Registry today. Millions of gun owners like you have now a 120-day amnesty period to send your personal information, including your address, your social security number, your fingerprints, and a photo of your firearm to the ATF. If you don't comply with this unconstitutional action and send your private information or destroy your legally purchased firearm, you can face up to 10 years in jail and a $250,000 fine. Well, why I decided to do this is everybody in government, this government especially, I can speak for. True, it is unconstitutional. When they're sworn into office, all of them, they take an oath to protect and defend, not to inhibit, destroy, or take away, to protect and defend. And immediately they turn around and breach their agreement with violating their oaths. And I keep saying this, that's an act of treason, because you just took an oath to protect and defend these particular things. And then in turn, you go ahead and turn around and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to inhibit you for that and this and that. No, you're not there for that. You actually, that's why it states that that everything on this particular piece of paper shall not be infringed. And who they're talking to is the people in government. That's exactly who that piece of paper is referring to. They have no right. They cannot infringe on your rights. And those rights, a lot of people say it's my God-given right. No, it is your inherent birthright. And the reason they stated it that way and not God-given rights is because man does not give these to you, nor does even God. It's an inherent birthright, okay? Has nothing to do with God or religion or anything. It is a natural, organic law, okay? They decided at that time when they wrote these things, these are natural, organic birthrights, irrelevant to God or whatever you want to put in your brain. And until you people stop playing into this bullshit, they have violated your rights. This administration, the last, and so on and so on. And you think it's okay. A lot of people think it's okay. You can't pick and choose. That's why they called it inherent rights. We literally have traitors, usurpers, terrorists running our nation. Literally terrorists. And then the legal system does nothing about it. So they're complicit in these crimes. There isn't a debate about it. It's a factual thing. And if you allow them to chip away at one thing, they'll chip away at another thing, and then before you know it, you won't have any inherent rights. And that's right. So, the best thing for humanity to do is to stop participating in their criminal activity. And why I mean that is this. They have no authority whatsoever. People need to understand that. They don't. They don't have any more authority when they were out of offices and when they're in office. That doesn't grant them any special privileges over the fact of anybody else. Nor does the legal system either. And like I said, they're all complicit. And I've said this before. Any good criminal investigator should be able to spot the major crimes that are going on in our local governments, our county governments, our state governments, and especially the federal government. And not one peep about it is happening. That's what makes them complicit. That's what makes them, you cannot trust the legal system, nor the thugs with uniforms, with medallions on their chest. They're going to uphold those bad laws, treasonous laws, traitorous laws, which also makes them accessories in these crimes. And the other part is the insanity of reality. The insanity is you're going to join a group, military, police, whatnot, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to follow the commands and edicts of whoever is telling you what to do. And it's like in the military. And I'm talking about now, entire globe here, people, you people. You're going to go join some military because you think it's the honorable thing to do. I'm going to do what my dad did, my grandfather did. Well, I hate to break the news, and I know you ain't going to like what I'm going to say, but you're a bunch of fucking idiots. You know what the form of insanity is? Is wanting to hurt somebody that did nothing to you, that you've never met. You have no reason to harm them whatsoever. You're going to train to be a murderer, to destroy property and destroy human lives that did nothing to you. None of you have met each other, have done nothing to each other, to have any reason to do what you're doing by the orders from above. And you notice none of these people that are commanding these things will never, ever, 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 ever put themselves in harm's way first. They'll get your dumb asses to go out there and kill each other. For what? Are you going to benefit from it? No, you will not. They will. History proves what I'm saying. Go ahead. Continue to play this. It's a form of insanity. Anybody that wants to go and hurt anybody in any country, from anywhere to anybody to any other country, in the name of whatever they throw down your neck, sheep, and then you get all hyped up, and you want to go hurt somebody that did nothing physically to you, didn't rob you, didn't hurt you, or anything. That literally is a form of insanity, okay? You have a right to defend yourself, but you have no right to attack people in the name of whatever you believe, especially from these criminals that are running these countries. Criminals. They are all criminals. They're all bad people. The good does not run the world. The bad does. And until you face that reality and change the reality that we're living in, you're going to continue to live in this thousands of years of insanity. Unless you actually are a bad person and you want to go hurt somebody, then I understand that. But you're not going to go do what they claim you're going to go do for whatever they claim it is for. So go ahead, keep playing their game. Keep dying for these fucking worthless pieces of shit. I mean, it saddens me to see these young people go out and get slaughtered and slaughter each other. How long have we been doing this, humanity? For how long? You're all fools, how I look at it. And thank goodness life is short. Because by the time you get old enough and you start actually articulating and realizing how insane humanity is, boy, you just can't wait to get the fuck out of this bullshit fucking reality. So, last but least, if you want to change the world, you got to change exactly what you've been doing. And stop doing it. Isn't it time after thousands of years to stop listening to these crazy people getting you to do insane, crazy things that you're going to be the one that suffers from it when you actually had nothing to do with whatever they claimed you are supposed to go do on all fronts. So that is a form of insanity. And you're the insane, major populace. The majority has been wrong the majority of the time, and history proves that. It was nice talking with you. Have a nice day.